Alright, I gotta adjust some volumes, but this is Steve Quest09. This is more for my own notes than anything, but the quest to Master Rank 99 has been pretty interesting. There are a lot of good event quests that you can do, which really do help kind of mitigate it, but if they're not in your wheelhouse as far as what you're farming, it does become kind of a pain. Did have a nice one though where I was doing Odogaron hunts, or Ebony Odogaron, because I needed parts for a weapon to get to deadline, and I did, so that was nice. Quest to take over the world, eh? Welcome, Steph. We're doing the Quest 99, so I gotta jump back into an online session. Hopefully find someone in the Guiding Lands, pop off at least one hunt before I get out of here. The funny thing for broadcasters, there's so much empty time in Monster Hunter World. All the load bars, you're gonna have to find ways to kind of cover the blank space. But yesterday I was playing pretty well. I actually started the day out at Master Rank, I want to say like 79, 80, and then busted to 90, wherever I'm at now, 93, 94, 94. Cool. Unfortunately, I do not have memes or face cams for this one. Just taking care of some small stuff. Like I said, so much dead time, a lot of dead air here. I was hoping that we'd jump into a good Guiding Lands with multiple people, but looks like I'll probably end up having a host and do an SOS flare to do it instead. Alright, so let's see. See a Tempered Legiana and a Coral Pookie Pookie. Alright, Steph, I'll let you take the vote. Do you want me to hunt a Legiana or a Pookie Pookie? Obviously there's a delay, so I'll just wait for your answer. Alright, we're gonna go after the Pookie. I just want to check its weaknesses real quick. And go log my ice set on. Cool, so the setup I'm in now is called the Guiding Lens set that I made. It's made up mostly of a pretty nice endgame set called Guildwork. This specifically is here for good luck and for all the mining stuff, and then I brought in this one for flinch free, which is a Kensei benefit for me, so I like flinch free. But the nice thing is there's the good luck ability. I'm working on a Kieran set that has 3 pieces that does great luck, so you can have a good and great luck set. It'd be really stupendous to have both, because I already feel like just the good luck perk gives me a ton of creatures. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sweet. A Trap Whiz and a Gyros. Yeah, this is a fun set. What's funny, the only thing I ever changed from a layered armor set, which is the aesthetic part of it, is the helmet. So I let the Zora helmet be the showing factor, but the Guildworks, that's actually not the Guildworks set that I'm wearing. That is the initial sets that you get for a Hoarfrost Reach and stuff like that. Alright, now we start the Womping. Oh, I actually didn't use any. Oh, I didn't eat. Dumb. I'm sitting here wondering why my stats are so low. So the weapons aren't cosmetic, they're utilitarian based. It seems like in the future, or at least soon, they're doing transmogs for armor, kind of, where they're actually letting you use older armor sets as a layered armor. So say, like, honestly, one of the things I'll end up doing, because I like the samurai aesthetic, is taking the Odo Garon high rank set and using that as a layer. It just looks really cool. Oh, Trap Whiz already set him in a trap. Nice. So you can always do color stuff for your armor anyway, but it doesn't necessarily affect like all the pieces of the armor. There are just some parts of the armor that will stay more or less the same, but it's going to be like bits and pieces of it that change. So like this one, the Zora set, I think it's just the inner part of the faceplate that you can adjust the color on, but that's it. So that paralysis that happened is from the Gyros tail rider that I have, and then that trap you saw earlier was actually from the Trap Whiz. So this is a really, really lucky draw for the tail riders that I pulled. When you're in the Guiding Lens, it tends to be random, or at least that's what I've seen. You don't get to select what tail rider you have. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because it does help you build all your tail rider levels with other factions. Like, I personally love having the shield bearers on my team, because they're such an aggro pool that when you fight a lot of big monsters, it's just nice to have some downtime to like not be attacked. Like that also came from my Trap Whiz right there as well. So you're seeing that I'm doing the jumping glider attack quite a bit. When I solo play, I really don't care so much about where my landings are, so I'll spike in without really any care in the world. But when I play with people, I try to limit my use of that attack because I do know that it has a small knockback for my teammates, which I had one run last night. I felt so bad. We were hunting an endgame monster that I won't spoil, but I'm pretty sure I messed up his combo, I don't know, 30 or 40 times it felt like. Like every time he was going in, and he was a long blader, so they have long reset windows. I just feel like every time he was going for an attack, I'd drop in on him like a hammer, and I just was like, oh, I feel so bad. Oh, this guy's dropping me that damn water gun. I'm also getting greedy, just trying to pick up my items right now. So that's inherently what I'm here for in the Guiding Lens for. I'm just here to pick up materials. Also, he just killed 2 Kelby for me, or 3 now. Oh, right into the water attack. That sucked. And of course, that's the one that Divine Blessing doesn't pick up on. All right, Trap Whiz with another save. I love that Trap Whiz. Just gives me just enough time. Okay, we're gonna try to go for a wall collision. So you pick up the Slinger Thorn. Come on, hook. Nope, missed. Alright. So we'll give a little sharpen. Let's see where he's going. Just calling the tail riders real quick. Herbal medicine doesn't take care of blights, yeah. I don't know why I even tried that. Also, I probably should have done that while mounted. It saves me a little bit more time. You can eat and drink and stuff while on your tail rider escort. It's the game's Uber service. Alright, let's see if we can... There we go. So this is called... I think there's a technical term, but you can use your claw shot to run people into walls for massive damage and a good knockdown. I find that it is significantly better to do that than to just try to go for the mount. Now, albeit the mount does... If you have a monster that does a lot of shooting-based attacks, staying in the mount for a good period of time is actually kind of nice, because you'll give your teammates, if you're not solo hunting, you'll give your teammates ample time to get the recovery periods and stuff like that. Really need to damage this tail. Oof, overshot. Oh, I'm in the firing. Get inside. There it is. Oh, he's tired. Get the head. Gave me wing on that one. Cause weakness. Get some more slings down. Get right back into my attack. And then try to pick up that ammo real quick. Got it. Oh no, I gotta get out of the way of this one. Yeah, save me after that. Save me. You're my only hope. Moving screen. Yeah, this is an ideal build against this guy. Well, what's funny is this isn't even my attack set. This really is fundamentally only for getting more pieces. That's all I'm here for. I do have some critical eye. You know, you'll see a lot of criticals on this build, especially if like I'm using Deadline or one of the other ones that has like a high natural affinity. But my other set is also just more of a sustain set as well, because I use 3 pieces of the Tigrex set to get free meal. So it's such a more survivable set, and it honestly should be what I solo hunt in, but I'm a greedy, so death from above. Oh, good job, cat. Some damage in there. Oh, he's going for the tail. Yep, good. Stay on the inside. So for the coral, and I don't know if it's that I don't match up well with him, but I do struggle. I do struggle against the coral quite a bit, honestly. There's a couple monsters I just don't match up well with, and he, for some reason, seems to be one. Oh, here comes the twin jet. So if I get on the outside, I need to get my red pull back. There it is. Then you go to orange. You go legs or base of tail. Got it. Okay, then we're gonna try to spike him again. Got him on the knockdown. There you go. Get some tail damage. That tail is his weapon of choice, let me tell you. If you... And see, the thing is, too, is the only natural dodge for that is up. Like, I go aerial for that one all the time. It doesn't always work out, obviously. You saw that my positioning was really, really bad. I didn't stay close enough to his wings to get the extra jump on last hit. So, on for people that play Encyclave, aerial play is not ideal for damage. It really isn't. You do most of your damage when you're on and fully loaded with your Kensei charges. Also, the benefit is, you know, you get an extra earplugs level, which is one of the reasons I love it. Oh, gotta paralyze again. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Claw attack. Oh, I can't claw attack because he's paralyzed. Can I jump sides? Nope. Yeah, let's see if we can claw attack now. Claw attack one more time. Nope. Okay, fine. Shooting you out of the sky. Oh, that one didn't actually shoot him out of the sky? Oh, I thought that would. So maybe it's because he was zoning, but traditionally, if you have a monster that's aerial and yellow in the minimap, their icon's yellow, and you hit them with a stinger shot, they'll come plummeting out of the sky. Alright. Let's call our tail riders in. Also, I gotta get a lot better at using the wheel. This is so... Whoop, oh, hold on, missed some materials over here. Spirit Vein Gem, Tempered Torrent Sac, Spirit Vein Slogbone. And if you notice, most of these materials I'm able to pick up more than one at a time. That's because of the Good Luck charm. So I think what I'll do after the, or the Good Luck perk, I think what I'll do after this is actually work on getting the last. I only need one more Kieran piece to complete the Great Luck set as well. But I think it's the helmet. I think I need 4 of the tails, which is not an easy get at all. Alright, there he is. Ooh, oh, I should have sat back. There's the toad. See if I can coax him back in. Nope, not close enough for damage. Oh, that was my fault. So, the big thing for me is I tend to know the areas for the guy. Oh, he's going under. Oh, the stomp. Yeah, the big thing in the Guiding Lands, though, there are enough, like, traps and environmental uses that you really need to pay attention to, especially when you hunt. Just really, really big game to maximize what you can and can't do. As a primarily solo hunter, it's such bad practice of mine to not really do that, but... Oh, I was kind of hoping to draw him in enough to get the Nitro Toad. Oh, we'll get some more damage. Oh, I'm the one who ran into the toad. I am not a smart man. Get out of there. Alright, then, so if you miss the first wave, you just get in a little tighter. Nah, not tight enough. That's my bad. Slow get up. I'm gonna go health booster so I can actually get a Nullberry in too. I also need to get better at this. When I'm in areas that I can't really get the melee, I need to be better about using the Kensei as a ranged weapon. So it doesn't do a ton of damage. There is a couple builds that Eric's, and I don't know who Eric's found it off of, shows how to really maximize it. Like, they're doing like 90 damage with their Kensei. And a big part of it comes from, I have the Kensei that they're talking about that you use for it, but I think I'm missing a couple of the skills. I don't know if it's like artillery or something. But my Kensei, like, does not do that damage that they do in the videos, and a big part of it is just the builds I use. So we're gonna claw attack him, and I'm gonna run him into this tree. And a flash cage. Cool. And, oh, I lost my red charge, though? Oh, but the reverse plate. So what happened there is I threw my Kensei by him, and then on a complete accident, recalled it into his tail for a tail cut. So, 1 material. Oh, come on. Come on. 2 materials. 3 materials. There we go. Getting some nice tempered pieces. Alright, here's the cool thing, and one of the reasons I like this set. So the reason I use the 4 instead of just the 2 is you get 2 carves. So a lot of the time, that means 2 tail carves, which, for anyone who plays Monster Hunter, knows how important tail carves are. Alright, let's get... Oh, I'm in battle, so I can't use him. Because one Jaggerist thought I was mouthing off. And I was mouthing off. I think he is in a capture state. So we're going to play... I always play for the capture, obviously. Steph, for, you know, you've been playing with me. Never kill if I can help it. And most of the luck abilities, like the Kieran set, there was actually the high rank had Capture Master, where you'd end up with more benefits if you captured. Unfortunately, I never picked that set up, but I'm going to make up for it by picking up the Master Rank Kieran set. And I'm also really enjoying that he came back to the Coral Lands, because I'm trying to get this one up to level 6 because... Oh no, not the bomb. Oh man, I've been so bad with my item use lately. Oh yeah, I knew it. He'd get out. Oh my god, because the Trap Wizard already set 3, so that actually limits your window, so it's an efficacy thing. Same thing with Flash Bombs and Master Rank. So I just gotta try to coax him over here. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, leave my cat alone. Hey, buddy. Come over here. Ow. Right in the butt. Now, go to sleep. You're making me very angry. Alright, and in typical me, I do this every time I capture a monster. That's right, high fives for everybody. Cool. So now that I'm in Coral, so traditionally what happens after you do a hunt of any kind, you go back to your handler and you report, but I want to make sure that there's no bone piles or other stuff. So one of the big important things in the Master Rank game is, I want to say it's after the main story. I probably getting that order of events wrong there, but after the main story you get to do weapon augmentations, much like the end game for high rank. The difference is all the materials for that are from the Guiding Lands. So you know, you beat the story, you gotta play Guiding Lands, and it does such a good job at recycling the older monsters, making them stronger, like super viably stronger. So a Guiding Lands Great Joggeress is not a Master Rank Great Joggeress. They're just amped up a little bit more. That's really cool too, because then you get to fight monsters that, you know, no one goes out at Master Rank and goes, I'm gonna hunt a Great Joggeress unless it's for purpose. And now material for even those smaller monsters is super necessary. So I always love that. So what I'm doing now is anytime I hunt an area, I tend to do dental treatment this morning, making me burpy apparently. I always go around and do the mining and the bone pools just because those are attached to use and utility, so those level up the more you mine them, not per the region's overall level. So my coral is rank 5, but it doesn't mean that, you know, you're pulling giant mining stuff. You need to go back in. I'll show you again. You go back in and you want to see, oh, my mining outcrops are pretty close to hitting a big level, and I think when they fill, that's when the giant outcropping stuff appears, and that's where you find like your massive Guiding Land gems and stuff that you need for really high-end weapon upgrades and stuff like that, weapon augmentations in general. Another coral Pookie is flying in. He's like, you killed my brother, I'm coming back for you. Ooh, look, a Lunestra. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't have the time or utility for that today, or at least for this purpose. No, Steph, you will die 5 ever. You will die 5 ever. Oh, let's go back to item box. I'm low on energy drinks. Alright, so what we do usually is afterwards you'll go over to your handler. In this case, I'm going to do return from expedition because I'm not going to do any more hunting out here. I'm going to go do some quality of life stuff. Alright, so that's a good luck pool. Lots of stuff. And the nice thing is, while you're fighting them, and they drop stuff, that's going to be more your augmentation materials. You still get their monster-based stuff from fighting them. So like if you're, like I fought an Ebony Odogaron, I still got the pieces I needed for the actual weapons, and while you fight him, he's going to drop Guiding Lands materials. So that was always really nice, because I didn't want to like ever feel like my hunt didn't have a purpose, or you couldn't do both at once. Like Guiding Lands only gets Guiding Lands material, but not the base components. That would have been kind of I feel like that would have been a needless addition to the gameplay loop. So the fact that you still get your like post hunt rewards, like you still get your, if you break apart, you get a capture, you know, bonus rewards like that. So some of the time when we hunt multiple monsters before a report, that reward screen is full to the brim. Pet my piggy. Oh, too early. Paying attention to the actual Reggie, and that did not go well. Yeah, I know, Pig. I did not pet you well. I get it. Alright, so let's go see if there's any augmentations I can do to my weapons. Now, the cool thing too it's a little locked off. So if you don't have rarity 11 or 12 weapons, you don't get to augment them. So you can't augment everything. So like, so since rarity 8 would technically be a high rank end game weapon, you can still do those. But notice they're like stream stones and stuff like that. That's not master rank materials. But if you come into my clear place of hilarious, you know, I have enough insect glaives. So let's see. Bioglave's the end of it, so it can upgrade. Laguna Glave's the same way. So let's go to Wise Philos. Let's see if we can do anything. We don't have whatever those two are. So those are already on my wish list. Health regen, Guiding Coral, Dragon Bone, and then two things I've never seen. Awesome. And I refrain from looking a lot of this stuff up too. I just kind of want to find it naturally, and if I don't, yeah, it's my fault for not hunting the monster. This is one of my favorite weapons too. I just finished the Zinogre weapon tree yesterday. I needed this weapon because it's probably the most efficient for hunting one of the endgame bosses I was trying to fight. So yeah, it looks like the same things for slot 1 and slot 2. And considering those are hard fangs, or fang base or claw symbols, I'm going to assume, I don't know, Shrieking Lugani for one of the two of them maybe. The other one's white. So it could be something innocuous I'm not even paying attention to, like a Kululatu or something like that. But I think I've actually, when you go to customs, or I can't do any customs. Oh, what? Okay, so this is one I will always do any chance I get. I love element play. And the Glavenus Hellday and insect glaives in general tend not to have the highest element values, but they have such a good balance between element and base attack that any chance I can to bump either, like, I mean, it's 30 points, but if I put it in my one of my sets, it's pretty good. And then the nice thing too is it looks like I just need a, I'm pretty sure that's got to be like a tempered, looks like a tempered crown, very similar to the Bayroth. So I'm a lot closer to that element up 2 than I thought I was. And that's another 30 to element points. That's really nice. Infinite Wisdom. This one has a ton, so I can do more affinity, do more the defense bonus, because it comes with a natural 30. If I need a survivability set, this is the weapon I bring. The thing is though, so with the element being grayed out, I can play this elementless, which is great because then you're gonna get some good base damage, some really good raw stuff. And I don't necessarily need the dragon a lot of the time. I've got a weapon specifically built for that. So this is my dragon weapon. So immediately I want to pump this up. Now the reason I like this too, really poor base damage, all things considered. No, Reggie, not that way. Not that way. Go that way. Go the other way. I got you, bro. Anyway, so this is the highest dragon element I have unlocked right now. I'm pretty sure that one of the older Lunastra sets probably has higher, but this is what I got. I'm considering it, but that knighthood is from... Oh, that's a good question. Is that one from the Great Gyros, or is that one from the Nightshade? I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. See, like this one I've never thought really merits a 3 slot. It's only an increase of 16 attack, but you're locking out 3 of your slots. And I've never been a fan of that. I'm gonna tag that though. I forgot what Tempered Greathorn comes off of. I want to say it's off of Benbaro. But the extra slots are so tantamount. Also, I can actually have some customs. Colorful Plume, Pookie Pookie, which this is a regular Pookie Pookie, so this is probably. Let's see, Colorful Plume, Dazzling Photospore, Dodogon Mandible. So that would probably just be its poison sac. Any of my other ones have customs that I can actually do? Nope. Oh, I love Fenrir Storm. Okay, so this is kind of a hard choice for me anytime I do an ice build. So Wise Philos is the highest Velkhana insect glaive. It's a great glaive, and it gives the speed boost, which I love. I love playing fast, so when you have that thing all nice and charged up, you just move it real quick. Good attack, and a little bit of that purple sharpness that if you handicraft up is a lot of purple sharpness, and a natural 10 affinity. Oh wait, no, that affinity comes from a boost. So, flat 0 affinity. So that's not bad, but the set I play with would probably be better served if I used the Fenrir Storm instead. So 25% affinity with no affinity increases. So which means if I went and got Crackling Thunderpelt, which I think that's from the Fulgar Anjaneth, that's another 10. So that puts me at 35 base. And then, actually, let's run some numbers real quick. So I'm going to change equipment. So obviously I have all these built out per the equipment I'm doing. But so this is the Wise Philos with all my bonuses to it. So 35% in the affinity, 300 in element, and a decent 835 or 37 in attack. So it's not terrible, but I really should probably be going with the Fenrir Storm. So notice the 45% critical with 420 in ice. Base is not as good, obviously, but the reason that affinity percentage is so important for this build itself is critical element. Increases elemental damage when landing crits. So higher crit is such a benefit here. I probably could do a lot better with my slotted decorations too. So I'm actually going to overwrite the Philos and go with this for my Frost set. Ooh, the only problem is it's not decked out. Oh, because it has no decks. That's another reason too, because I think I lose a critical. Yeah, I lose at least one critical eye level, but I still get a huge amount of all this stuff I need. So now the thing is too is since this is decked out for high expert, I probably can. I have an expert that's +2. Yeah, I'm just gonna do skills. Yeah, so this is in some other legs. So I'm gonna go ahead and slot it out. So that'll give me a 5. It's not great, but that's a natural 25% affinity, which should put me at, I want to say, yeah, 50% with this build. So that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and overwrite my Wise Philos. Feels a little sacrilegious because that Wise Philos has gotten me through so much, but you know, critical and element are so necessary. Let's just see if any augmentations I can do to it. I never want to waste on the flat. Ooh, but again, the element, so 30 element, we're doing it. Yep. That's a good weapon now. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oof, I would love to run this against a Rajang. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be very good. Ooh, so before I go, since we're doing all the cosmetic beans, Iceborne did a great thing where they let you pretty much mess around. Your room is... it is so amazing, honestly. Like, I've never been one... it's funny, so you can tell I rarely go there. I never use my room. I'm almost never there in the game. But they did a really nice thing where they gave it a cosmetic importance, not just the fact that now you can have people visit your room, and it kind of acts like a pseudo hub, but you can customize it to your liking now. So I did a bunch of changes yesterday to it. And where did Reggie go? Okay. This is my room. And you can customize this, like, literally down to this table and what's on top of it, to the walls, to the art, to... I don't think I could change the sconces, I think that came with it, but, like, everything here, like this music box, what's playing, these banners, these pictures, my cats, picture of my handler, because we thought it would be funny and hilarious. There's our housekeeper, nice bustling fireplace, good rugs. You can actually leave one of your sets here as a display, so it's like a nice show off. I was kind of envisioning it more of like a weapon rack, so my wall would just be littered with insect glaives. Like, you could tell what kind of weapon I made. But, you know, bookshelves, you can do your bed, obviously critters like the old one, couches too, your aquarium, you know, nice and fun. Oh, there's Pearl with the plunder blade. And this is your currently equipped one. And then we got like our baths and stuff. So you can't do anything out here, but... Oh, but you can do these gardens, which I really don't care about. But yeah, this is my room. Actually, one of my favorite things. It's nice and calming, but... I love the song, like changing the songs up. Nope, I just forgot. Second floor. Decorations. Well, I forgot which one it was. Under music? Maybe I have to actually go to the jukebox. I did it via that console, but I just don't have the time to dig through. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, it's this one. It's like the most epic song. Oh, no, we're gonna change that. And it was here that Kensei would retreat from his hunts. With memories of the combat and the scars to show. He would pretend like he knew how to read books, but we all know he does not. So sometimes he just sits here and stares at himself, which is kind of weird. And then also he throws breadcrumbs on his floor, because he's got cats for that. Well, and with that, we're going to go ahead and stop the stream for tonight, or well, for this afternoon. I have some errands to run, and I will be on later.